Hey, everybody. Can you hear me now? Wait for somebody to get in here. Because I know I ain't been live in a while. Uh, been pretty busy. We've had a lot going on. A lot going on. I don't know if anybody's going to be here on Friday night or not. If they are, they are. If they're not, they can watch it later. Oh, let's see. Well, we got two viewers. Good evening time. Good evening time. Good evening, everybody. Evening time. I'll type that in chat real quick. I want to talk a little bit about our Patreon, YouTube channel members, also about that ain't the main thing. The main thing I want to talk about also about bass amps and the voltage and stuff we're setting them at. And what everybody wants. I'm trying to give everybody a few minutes to come in there. Hello, Mr. Charles Hood. What's up? The first thing I'm gonna talk about, guys, is we are gonna have a giveaway tonight, Patreon, and let's see, it's just on a laptop camera, and it'll be later on tonight. You have to be a Patreon member or a YouTube channel member, either or both. However big a tier you're in, the more interest you get. We're gonna have a giveaway tonight, and it's gonna be a good one. We do it once a month, no matter what. And you don't have to be there. You don't have to be present. You're entered. If you're a Patreon member or YouTube member, you're in it. No matter what, you can win. I want to explain something. If you guys are ever going to buy an amp from us, Patreon and YouTube's a no-brainer. What's up, Tom? Take it. Hello, come in. I'm gonna tell you why. Let's say you join Patreon for $5 a month, okay? All right, $5 a month. That's a lot of money, ain't it? Well, let's see. You get 10% off every new amp. So if you buy a new amp for $400 times 10%, that's $40. All right. So 5 times 12 equals $60. So if you bought a $500 amp, that will cover you if you did the first membership. First membership is $3, but that's one entry. But the $5, if you did the 10% off, let's see, for a $500 amp times 10% is $50. All right, so if you bought a $600 amp, it'd pay for the Patreon would be free, and your use being all the entries. $600 amp. If you buy a bass amp or whatever and join Patreon, more or less Patreon's free. I just thought I'd let you guys know about that. We're going to give away tonight. I'm going to tell you what we're going to give away. I hadn't told nobody. I'll tell you guys. This will be on Patreon. It ain't going to be tonight. It ain't going to be live. But tonight's giveaway for the Patreon and YouTube channel members is a Striker 655 10-meter radio, brand in a box. That's what's going to be given away tonight for the members. And it also has an upgraded power cord in it. The big heavy power cord, that's a $100 feature right there with the fuse. So what? $500 we're giving away tonight, $450 we're going to give away. That'll be later. I'll just do a video on it and it won't be live or nothing. But that's what you're missing. If you're not Patreon or YouTube channel member, it's what you're missing. We give away something every month, at least worth a couple $100 every single month. And I know everybody can't win, but some do win. But anyway, that's what it'll be. And I'm gonna tell you guys, I've been backed up, and I know some of y'all are still waiting on repairs, and some of y'all are waiting on new orders. I've got about 3 more repairs. I've got a 16 pill to build, and then a 16 pill C box to build, and then a 4 pill bass box to build. And I actually wasn't taking orders. I had customers that I was doing repairs for, and they just sent me the extra money when they pay for the repairs. I hear, build me that whenever you can. I was like, man, I'm not taking orders. I said, I don't care. Well, however you want to. Hey, Rainmaker, what's up, buddy? They said, I don't care how long you take, just build it however you want to. So what could I do? I had to take their money. But when I do start taking orders, first off, I'm going to take a Patreon and YouTube channel members first. Let all them get their orders in, get them in line first, because they're my supporters, and then we're going to take public orders. Mr. Rainmaker's in the house, everybody. I say good time, Charlie. Hey, good time, Charlie. Uh, that's about it. I've got about 5 or 6 dog boxes to build. Where I've been behind. We got we're behind. I'm supposed to build a dog box every month, and I hadn't been because I've been trying to get everybody's stuff out. That was to pay dog insurance, so I've been paying it out of my work. But I'll catch them up. I'll build them and catch them up. The dog boxes, we'll catch them up. But that's basically what I want to tell you guys. If you're going to buy a $600 box or murder, Patreon's free, and you're getting all the giveaways. So anybody buying a new amplifier, you'd be crazy if you didn't go ahead and join Patreon. I mean, it's just free, and you're getting all the entries every month. All right, what I want to talk about is HG transistors. That's what I went live for. And the reason why I want to talk about them is, once in a while, I don't care who builds an amp, HG transistor failed after time. That's just part of it. But the reason why I want to talk about it is I want to give the customer the choice from here on out. If I build you a bass amp, if you want to set it on whatever voltage you want to set it on, I'm going to offer that to you. And the reason why I'm going to make sure I offer that, because when you run an HG on 15.8 volts or 15.5 or even 14.8, you're of course, the higher, the more harder it is on it, but you're going to have trouble once in a while in the amplifiers. Because if you're running on 14.8 volts and let's just say 15.8, let's just Bobby's in here, good time Charlie. Let's use him for an example. Hey, B Blood, yeah, I ain't been live in a while, buddy. Bobby's in here, good time Charlie, Tennessee. Hello, B Blood. All right, his box is an 8-pill. His driver, he ain't got a 64 hooked up yet. Okay, his 8-pill is a HG 8-pill 2879 regulars, and he's running it with the 2995 driving it. That ain't real hard drive. But his variable, hello, come in, Blue Bud, B Blood. His variable, his voltage is set on 15.8. I'll spit it out here in a minute. 15.8. Well, his box on the antenna is doing 2100 PEP. Okay, with 2995 driving it with the LP 700. So what it amounts to, though, he's running 15.8, and he's got 800 watt transistors that were designed for 100 watt PEP at 12.5 volts. In other words, when the manufacturer made a HG, they, like for Bobby's box, good time Charlie, they intended on it being run at 12.5 volts, 800 watts PEP. If we run them transistors that way, guys, they would never break, ever. But here's the problem with that. How many people wants a 1,000 watt 8-pill PEP? Nobody does. So what I'm getting to is people says, oh, HGs ain't durable, they won't hold up. Well, you can't have your cake and eat it too. You're going to either have to plan on once in a while, if you're running 15.8 volts on HGs, and you got that box doing 2,000 PEP, let's just throw it out there, and 600 bird. All right. If you're doing that, once in a while, after a year or two, you're going to have to put some pills in. I mean, I don't care how good you are, and it's only going to be like 30% duty cycle. So if you play music on it all the time and get on there and raise Cane like on channel 6 or something, just you're going to drop a pill once in a while. Hey, Dallas, there's nothing wrong with HGs, guys. We're the problem. All of us are the problem, not the transistors. If we run them like they were intended to be run, they wouldn't give no problems. If you run a good SWR and you drove them correctly and you run HG on 12 or 13 volts, shit, it'll run forever. I've got an example of it. I've got a 16 pill right here, and I usually run on 12 volts just because I don't want them to do much. It does about 2,000 peak just to drive my 64. I'll take that 16 pill. It don't never break. I can play music on it. I can key up. I'll talk every single night on it, doing 2200 at 12 volts. I talk every single night and just beat the Jesus out of it, and it will not die. If I turn it up to 15.8 and make it do 3,500, it drop a pill once in a while. So from here on out, all my customers, if you want to buy a bass box, what I'm going to try to do, if you order a bass box, I'm going to leave it up to you. If you get an 8 pill from me and you want it to last forever, I'm going to say, okay, well, let's set it on 12.5 or 30. Hello, Catalyst, UDX 122. Good evening time. I'm going to say, let's set it on 12.5 or 13 volts, 13.5, 14.8, whatever you choose. But the higher you go, there's more likely once in a while you're going to have to work on it. I mean, that's just the way it is. Hello, Joseph. Mr. Joseph Castleberry's in the house. What's up? He's a YouTube channel member. We got a giveaway tonight, Joseph. We're going to give away. It ain't going to be live, but it's just for YouTube channel members and Patreon members only. We're going to do a striker, not a 655 striker tonight. That's what I was telling everybody. I'm going to give y'all a chance, guys. If you want to be in this and you're not a Patreon member or YouTube channel member, join up right now and you can be in it tonight. But after I get off here, I'm going to do it. So, but I just have to wait till next month to see what we come up with. But I wanted to address that on HGs. People's like, my 2x8 is a year old and they blow the pill. I had to send it in and pay shipping, put pills in it. I didn't do nothing wrong. Why does it do that? Probably because it's running 15 volts. But if you want a thank you, Mr. Catalyst, you'll be in tonight. If you want a box that will not break and last forever for longevity, the lower you get, closer you get to 12 volts, the longer that box will run. But the problem is, let's say we build one on 13 volts at 8 pill 2x8. I'd say it won't do about 1200. If you was real lucky, 1500 pp with about 1200 pp, but it run forever. So I mean, HG is a good transistor, guys. My point is the 150 watts. The problem is everybody wants 200 or 300 watts a piece out of them. That's a problem. So you're gonna have to pick. Either do a 100-watt PEP like they're made for, add each one, or do your 200 or 300 watts PEP once in a while and change the transistor here and there. And that's just the way it is. And I get so mad at people saying, "Oh, HG ain't no good." Well, if you run them at 12.5, like they're supposed to be, they will run forever no matter what you do. I can take a 16 pill at 29.5 and I can sit there and play a music song on it. It won't blow. But if I turn it up to 15.8, our first music song I play will be changing the pill. So that's just the way it is, guys. So from here on out, if you buy a bass box, I'm going to give everybody the option. What voltage do you want it? Power supply. What voltage do you want it? And say, oh, I want it to do 2100 watts like Good Time Charlie's. All right. Well, if you get on Good Time Charlie's box, his 295 and his 8 pill, and it's doing 2100 watts on the antenna, on an 8-element Joe gun flat side. You get on there and talk and get off, you'll be fine. Talk, get off, you'll be fine. Set the deck key like I tell you, 200 watts. Talk and get off, you'll be fine. But if you get on there and lock down a channel and play a channel 6 and go rah 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 and not shut up, it'll blow a pill every time. Now that's what I'm doing that temperature control circuit for. I've been putting that in there, temperature protection. Now right now, Good Time Charlie's won't blow a pill more than likely. I wouldn't advise it, but his just quit keying up. That's where the temperature protection comes in. His will just quit keying up, and it might save him a time or two. Eventually, it'll blow a pill, but he might get 2 or 3 chances. That's why. And I know one guy right now that's local to me. He's got a 2x8, and he keeps kicking off his temperature protection. And High Tech, thank you, buddy. Good evening time, Mr. High Tech 1701. Good dude right there, guys. Good supporter. Appreciate you, High Tech. But you didn't have to give me no money. I appreciate you. Anybody, like I said, wants to join for the giveaway tonight, you're welcome. And but what I was trying to tell everybody is I do temperature protection in them, and all that does is when they get so hot, it shuts off the relay. On the new mobiles, it shuts off the box. Gotta go. What time's right? It don't matter, Joseph. I'll do it sometime tonight. It's not a live drawing. This drawing is for Patreon and YouTube members, and you're in. Your entries, your membership says how many entries you get, and you're on YouTube and Patreon both, so you're going to be in there a bunch. You're in. It's already wrote down. So you'll know who wins. You ain't got to be there. in order to get away tonight's giveaway, you got to be a member on YouTube channel, B Parker, or Patreon. Now, I'm going to do another YouTube public giveaway when I get time. Okay. Now you can join up, man. I mean, it's not that much. It's like $3 a month is the bottom tier. $3.99 on YouTube and $3 on Patreon. But the deal is, when I do another live giveaway, I'm going to do it public, and it'll be for everybody. You'll have to be present in that one. And I'm going to do one for long. Me and Bobcat or Good Time Charlie's been talking about it. We're going to do one. Something else, another thing I want to bring up. I still got that used 48 pill for sale. Anybody want to see it? I dropped the price $4,500 on it. Good box. Ain't nothing wrong with it. What else do I need to tell everybody about? Well, sideband sound. No, no, it won't. It won't affect the sound, Dallas. You can run 11 volts and it won't hurt the sound on sideband. I don't know why somebody would say that, but it won't hurt a thing. See, it ain't Jeep. Hello, come in. Yeah, I'm gonna join Sims because I support you. You're a great builder and have always looked up to you. Hey man, thank you, B Parker. I appreciate it, man. And there's also discounts, perks in there too. Like you get to see videos sometimes before anybody else does, before they go public. And also if you're in the $5 a month, when you get 10% off all new builds and so on, it just keeps going up. I enjoy it. I appreciate it, guys. It's just for fun, more or less. I mean, I give a lot of it back, I mean, like this right here. 124 Nebraska. Hello, Rob. Good evening time, Mr. 124. But that's what I want to talk about. The reason why I come out here is because of Ace G's. If there's nothing wrong with them, it's how we treat them. Hello, Rainmaker. It's what you do with them. If you're going to run them at 14 to 16 volts, and you're going to sit there and get on 28 and hammer and hammer and hammer and hammer, eventually you're going to drop a pill once in a while. Be prepared. It's like taking a race car to the racetrack. Somebody said that a while ago. If you run a race car, you run a race every week, you're going to have to build the motor. HGs are the same way. If you want to take a 2x8, back it off to 12.5 volts, let that puppy swing 1300 on AM, maybe 1400 if you're lucky. That daggone thing will run forever if you run it right with good antennas, SWRs, and dead key and drive. And also, the higher the voltage you go, the less drive they need too. It works together. But sideband's hard on all of them. As far as Dallas, he's a big sideband member. If I was going to talk sideband on an HG box, and this is just my own 2 cents, here's what I would do. Well, me, I'd run more because I can fix my box myself. But if I was looking at it from a customer pinpoint, I'd get me a sideband radio, a straight 4-pill amp, and I'd take and bias it. Okay? And I'd run the bejesus out of it on sideband without driving it hard, without a driver. And if I did blow it, you put 100. Let's see, I charge regular HGs. I charge $40 a piece to fix it, so $160, it'll be brand new again. So you don't have much at stake. You see what I mean? I wouldn't be running a 16 pill and 24 pill and all that on sideband. I'd run a 4 pill or a 2 pill, run the bejesus out of it. Then you drop new pills in and go again. See, you done 2 just right, and thank you for that. You're welcome, 1894. Yeah, I mean, you can run them at high voltage where they do 2000 or whatever, but you got to respect it. You know what I'm saying? You got to respect the talk time. You got to respect the dead key and everything. If you're going to run them like hot rods. If you're going to run at 12.5, let's say you run at 13 volts, you can double your talk time. You can keep it twice as long and it won't hurt them. There you go, B Blood, top fuel. That's what I was trying. I just want to tell her about that. But from here on out, instead of just, if you order a base box for me, let's say you order a new 2x8, instead of me just not saying nothing and taking your money and setting it up on 15 volts or 15.8 or whatever, 15.5, I'm going to say, look here, say B Blood wants to buy one. So, B Blood, here's the deal. You want it for longevity or you going to run it for hot rod? And if he says, I want it to do all I do, it'll be on 15.8. If he says, I want that thing to last forever, Beavis, well, it's going to be on probably 13.8. And I will put temperature protection in both of them. If they ask my opinion. Yeah, if you want a long-term life 2x8, 13.8, But if you want one that'll just by God hammer the airwaves because you don't want to spend no more money, You know, because all you can afford is a 2x8. You can respect it, run it 15.8, and it'll be like Good Time Charlie do 2100. But we're fixing to fix Good Time Charlie's problem because he's got a 2995 going that 8 pill right now. That's all he's running 2100. Well, we're going to turn the leaner off in that 2995 or Jackson. He's got one of each and running that 8 pill, and we're going to run it into a 64. So he'll have high voltage. The 64 is on 15.8, but we're going to make everything chill. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make it where he'll have a lot of high voltage, but he'll just be driving about 800 into that 64, probably doing 8,000. And we're going to let everything just chill where he can get on 28 and just talk, you know, not have to worry about breaking nothing. He'll still be high voltage. That's what I'm saying. If you've already got a box right now, let's say you've already got a box right now that's yeah, it'll work that way, Dallas. On sideband, that's the way you need to do it. But on AM, you can take that C box. We could drive for 300 watts. But string bean runs a 4 pill in mine that way. Hot rodding is foolish. Well, I wouldn't so much as say hot rodding. If you're going to hot rod it, you got to respect it. That's what I'm trying to say. You got to treat it right. You only got like 20 30% duty cycle. So if you're going to run a 2x8 at 2,000 watts, what you need to do, hello, channel 28018 here, Donkey Stomper. Good evening time. Unkey. Wait a second. Let them answer you and then talk back. Now, but if you're going to get on there and sing a song, you're going to blow. That's what I was going to tell you. For those of you that's already got a bass box on 15.8, to resolve this problem without getting your box worked on, just drive it less. That's all you got to do. If you got a bass box 15.8 and you want it to last, if you got one that I built on 15.8, don't drive it as hard. That's all you got to do. Same difference. The higher the voltage, you go down on drive. The lower the voltage, you can go up on drive. So I just want to address that because somebody the other day, I seen a post on the internet. Somebody got a hold of one of my 10 pills used. And can you promote merchandise at Break It June? I'll send you the flyer. Yeah, I'll put it up on one of my live videos. I don't care about it in the world. Rob, I'll help you. Yeah. I got to talk about that too in just a minute. But if I done lost track of what I was thinking about now. Oh, somebody on the internet got a hold of one of my 10 pills that was blowed up. They bought it used, blowed up. And they made a post. They said, hey Matthew, they said, well, I fixed Donkey Stomper's 10 pill. I got one. It was blowed up and I fixed it. And he said the problem with it was putting out 15.8. No, that ain't what was wrong. The problem with it was putting out 15.8 and you was driving the balls off of it and you was blowing it up. I mean, but you can't have your cake and eat it too. Did you want the 10 pill to do close to 3,000? Well, if you do, it's got to be 15.8. You got to drive the shit out of it. If you want to take your 10 pill and set it at about 2,000, we'll put it on 13.8 and drive it easy. You know, so it's up to the customer what you want, but I want everybody to be aware of what they're getting. Was hitting hard and monitor? Yeah. I mean, if you want to do that to it, that's fine. If you want me to build you a 16 pill and you want to put it on 15.8 volts, you want to drive with a 4 pill and make it do 4,000 and just hammer the living dog snot out of it, that's great. But when you have to send it in to get it worked on once in a while, I don't want to hear no crying about it because the transistors plainly say HG 100 watts PEP 12.5 volts. They don't say HG 15.8 volts 300 watts PEP each. And that's what a lot of people's run them at. And then they say, well, I don't know why it blowed up. I was just running my 100 watt transistor at 300. You know, that's why it blowed up. You know, so I'm gonna give from now on, if you buy a bass box from me, I'm gonna give you the option. You know, I'm gonna make it real clear. Anybody that orders a bass box, when I start back taking orders, I'm gonna make it real clear. Hopefully, the next few weeks, I'll be taking orders again. Hello, Christine, Wildcat. Oh, one thing I was gonna talk about, Manchester Break. Everybody knows that's last weekend of June. Always has been, always will be. I don't know exact dates. Bob sent the flyer. Rob did. I can probably read it. Let me come over here and see if I can read it to y'all. Channel 28, good time break, June 27th. Meet, greet, buy and sell and trade. Ambassador Inn, Manchester, Tennessee, exit 110, 931 72. Let's see, I can't say that, make it bigger. 931 728 2200. Room rate $65, $85. Games and raffles and karaoke. Grub will be provided on Saturday. Walkie talkie, key down on Saturday. It's always a good time to go to, guys. We'll have a big time up there. I'm going to try to at least stop in on Saturday, but 28 good time break, June 27th through June 29th. Meet and greet, buy, sell, and trade. Ambassador Inn, exit 110. If you need any information, phone number is 931 728 2200. Maybe that'll help you there, Rob. But so far from me, B-Blood karaoke. I don't do no karaoke. I do good to go YouTube live. Yeah, I don't drink no more, hardly none. I'd have to really tilt back. I'll have to bring me a jar of moonshine if I'm gonna start singing to y'all. Ain't no problem, 124. What I was gonna tell you about is, let me bring this up. In 2025, we've got a group for it. Here, I'll copy it. In 2025, there will be a 2-day swap meet in Sparta, Tennessee. String Bean, Gary Whitaker's over it, and Danny Ashburn, Tin Man, they're over it. I'm just help sponsoring it. And Sparta Civic Center indoor, 7 to 7, 2 days, and it was a good one. We give away a bunch of stuff last time that we didn't even advertise. So y'all might be interested in it. It's in 2025. I'm gonna put a link up to the group. Now on ours, it's indoor in a building. That's the group. It's indoors in a building, and we're renting a building, so there can't be no drinking at ours or no smoking or nothing like that in the building. But I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna be going around beating on people's cups, checking them. But no drinking or smoking. And now, but it'll be open from 7 to 7. But we're gonna find a motel somewhere. There's one in Sparta, but we're gonna try to find some better ones in Cool. Tell y'all to go to. And if y'all want to go to the motel 7 at night and have a party, we can do that. But we're renting a building. It'll be indoors. I think Truck's gonna try to come. I talked to him about it. I think Truck's gonna try to come. He said something about maybe Dave Mate's coming. BMT Technology. A bunch of people's coming. So that's 2025. And it will be in March. I done forgot the dates. Let me pull it up again. I ain't made a flyer yet. It will be in March 7th and 8th in 2025. Be 7 to 7, 2 days. So you guys might want to check that out. Of course, right now, I don't need to be talking about that. We need to be talking about the Manchester break right now because it's next. It's in June. That's the one, and everybody needs to get Manchester on the brain. And after that, we'll put ours on the brain. That's pretty much it, guys. I just want to talk about HG. Tell you guys, I'm going to try to build some more dog boxes, which I hadn't done. I'm going to try to do a public giveaway on YouTube soon, which we hadn't done. I just been backed up. Can only do so much, guys. I've been covered smack up, which is a good thing. I'm blessed. I appreciate it, guys. I appreciate everybody out there for buying from Donkey Stomper and keeping me busy, guys. I appreciate it big time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, and more thank you. Me and my whole family, thank you for the business and giving me a job. Thank you. That's about it, guys. If you've got anything you want to ask me about, you can welcome to type in the chat and I'll try to answer it. That's about all I got. But I don't care if you got any questions or y'all want to talk about anything about amps, HGs, volts, watts, who. What little I know, I don't know everything, but I've been around a little while. Most stuff I know I learned by turning it up myself back in the day. But we will have a giveaway for Patreon YouTube members tonight. So that's going to be when this video ends. So if you want to be in that giveaway and get a chance to win that striker, $6.55, you either got to join a YouTube channel membership or a Patreon, either or both, whichever's easiest for you. That's why we do them both. Some people don't like some people say, I don't want to go to Patreon, I don't do YouTube. So I got them both open. And when I post on one, I post on the other. I keep it together, a private post. You get early access to videos, you get there's a chat box in Patreon. You can chat me personally about anything. And my Patreon and YouTube channel members always come first. Like when we start back taking orders, which we still got a few weeks out, but when we do start back taking orders, first thing we will do is we will take all of our YouTube and Patreon member orders before we go public. But making an ever build one, does it really matter what standard use parts compared to the top line parts? HG is all we got left, KK Christopher. And yes, it does matter on parts. I mean, you want to use stuff like, for instance, good welding wire, good transformers. You don't want to use China junk total everything China, but you don't want to use total junk resistors. I mean, just how you build it. I mean, I could go through and cut a bunch of corners and build an amp a lot cheaper than it would work. I could take and say, okay, I'm going to cut everything I can out, and it save a lot of money. I make a lot more money, but I try to give y'all a good product. In other words, I could leave the temperature sensing out. I could leave all the input resistors out of every amp. I could cut no electrolytic capacitors. I could use cheap copper clad wire. There's a lot of things I can do to cut the corner, and y'all might not even notice it. But I always put the good stuff in there. When I build an amp, I price it, and then when I buy the parts, I don't go looking for a cheap part. I buy whatever part I want. You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna build an amp, I buy the part I want. I don't go looking and trying to get it the cheapest. So, don't get me wrong. You look for a deal, like Rainmaker sells me wire at a deal, but it's good wire. If I see a deal of good stuff, I'll do it, but it's got to be good parts. If it costs more, it costs more. That's the way I do it. I'd say it's about the way Rainmaker does it too. But any questions you guys got, I mean, I'll try to help. Oh, also, I'm taking time to bring up Joe Gun antennas, guys. They got it going on, man. Since Tony's got it, he's upgraded it. The straps are better, the aluminum's better, the machining's better, all the quality's better, the antennas are improved. He's got engineers in there right now working on some new stuff. I mean, sorry, Joe Gun may not be the cheapest, but they've got it going on. In case you didn't know, don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with a Mako. If you can get them a lot cheaper. If Joe Gun's out of your budget and you want to talk, get you a Mako. I'm cool with that. It's more work to put up stuff, but we do what we can with our budget. But if you got a decent budget, Joe Gun's the only way to roll. Simple to put together too. So you guys get time, holler at Tony. Joe Gun antennas. The best way to do is go to the website, and they've got you can buy on there, and there's a support number and all that good stuff. What I like about it most is I talk to Tony all the time, and the guy that owns it's a good dude. That means a whole lot right there. Anyways, that's all that. Anything else, guys? Any questions or anything about the Patreon, YouTube memberships, or about any amps? Or hopefully, like I said, it is April. I'm gonna say, let's just say, I'm gonna shoot for July, at least. At the latest. July, start taking orders full time, wide open. That's what I'm hoping. And what we're going to do is we're going to take about 20 amps in July, and then we'll turn her off again. I'm not going to take thousands and thousands of dollars and keep your money for months and years and all that and play around on your money and you don't have no amp for 2 years. That's a bunch of shit. So excuse my language. If you pay me, I won't. If you pay me for amp, I feel like right then we entered a contract and I owe you money until you get your amp. So it rides on my shoulders hard. That's the way I do it. So others might not say it, they might not care, but if I've got your money and you're waiting on the amp, to me, it's just like I went to the bank and borrowed money. Thank you, Catalyst. Yeah, that's the way it is. Thank you, Charles Hood. Welcome, welcome. I'll go through and write the new names down here in a few minutes right before I do the video. I've got a list of the other names, but I know where to start, and I'll write the new ones down. That's the way I see it, guys. I wonder who in the game fits that description. I don't know, B. Parker. I try not to pay no attention to nobody else no more. Even if what they're doing is if they're behind on orders, or if they're not talking about me. Thank you, K. Christopher. Appreciate it. If they're not bad-mouthing me, what they do is really none of my business. Unless they're doing something I need to learn, or whatever, they need some help. But the only amp builders I really communicate with, I ain't talked to Fat Cat in a while, is the only amp builders I communicate with a lot is Rainmaker, Three Made, and Fat Cat. We pretty much talk on a daily basis. I would like to know everyone. I can't say nothing about positive joke on antenna. And Tony is such a good guy, contribute to our hobby just like you do. Appreciate it. Yeah, yeah. Tony's awesome, man. Three Made's a good dude, y'all. Man, I talked to him. He'll call me once in a while. We're both night owls. About 1 or 2, about 12 o'clock. My text message: "You awake?" "Yeah, I'm awake." "Call me. We'll talk about an amp or something." They said, "Well, I just did this and did this." And I said, "I just did that and did that." Hello, Michael Mason. Good evening time, my friend. Thank you, B. Parker. Yeah, Three Made's all right. Solid dude, Three Made respect. Three Made never sleeps. I run the same hours he does, B boy. I sleep in a day though. I go to bed about 5 o'clock in the morning. My wife works swing shifts. And I sleep all day until about 3 o'clock. Hello, CF Slider. Black Duck UDX 294 Tennessee. Good evening time, friend. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You order a box from me, and I owe you money until you get your box. I gave up midnight long ago. Well, B boy, my wife works from 6 to 6, 12-hour shifts. So I just got to have her sleeping the same time she does. We've been doing that for years. So what I usually do though, I don't work as long as she does. I'll stay out here in the shop till 2 o'clock in the morning. No, she works at BASF. It's they make car mirrors and all that stuff, and she's over the quality of mixing all the stuff to make the plastics and the quality control. She got a good job. She's my sugar mama, B boy. If it wasn't for her, I couldn't do this. She's got insurance and everything. But Charles said, I haven't been here. I hadn't been on much, man. I hadn't had time. Okay. Hadn't had time. Yeah, my wife's the reason why I can build boxes. And on top of everything she does, she hasn't been a lot lately, but when her back's hurting her, but she packs and ships everything too. She don't ship it, she packs it for me. We got a whole building out there. It's full of packing materials. And when I want something packed, I take it out there and leave it. And we do eBay too. I leave it in the building. And when she gets off work, she comes home and packs it and addresses it and sends it to you guys. My son, he still lives with me, and he takes it on the way to work every day. She packs it and he takes it. I don't really want a 64 pill for a while, guys. That's what got me all jacked up right there. I did like 2 64 pills in a row, 48 pills, and whew, when you do a 64 pill, your business shut down for 6 weeks. Yeah, she might pack. If she didn't help me pack, I couldn't do this, big boy. All right, 124 Nebraska. Everybody, there's 124. He helps on the Manchester swap meet. The end of June. Need anything, holler at him. Tom Tackett. She does pretty good. She's got her ups and downs just like I do, I guess. But she's a little redhead. She can be a little hot tempered sometimes. And she's a little bitty girl compared to me. But we've been together a long time. Well, that's about it, guys. Hopefully in July, maybe earlier, but July, hopefully we'll be taking public orders. Let's shoot for July. But I'm going to try to take all Patreon and YouTube channel members' orders before that. So that's the plan. I'm going to build this 16 pills and this 4-pill base, and I'm going to go on Patreon and YouTube channel members and their private chats and say, does anybody want a box? You're first. And then when they get done, and I'm going to go public again. Then I'll try to stay public for a while. I don't know how long I'll make it, but which I don't like. I don't mind have 10 boxes down or something. But that's about my limit, 8 or 10. That's it. And it depends on what kind of boxes they are too. If it's 8 or 10 2-pills and 4-pills, ain't no big deal. If it's 8 or 10 16s and 24s and 32, it gets me kind of nervous, you know. Yeah, that's one thing about it. Say I quit taking orders. That's another thing that bothers me about like 64 pills. I quit taking orders for 6 because I got, let's say I sold Good Time Charlie 64 pill. I'm tied up 6 weeks building it. All right. While I'm doing that and not taking orders, everybody else is getting to build all the 2 pills and 4 pills. So it ain't fair. I'm having to build them great big boxes, and everybody else is getting to build the 2 pills and 4 pills because I'm tied up building that big box, and that's all I get to do. And that gets kind of burning sometimes. Hello, 3 Maiden. You must have heard us, man. We was talking about you a while ago. Me and B Blood was. There's 3 Maid in the house. 3 Maid Amplifiers. I noticed he's been rebuilding a lot of Texas Stars. I don't care about that too much either, but I noticed he's been having to fix a bunch of Texas Stars. Some peanuts. If I could give you some, I would. Mixed peanuts. But yeah, we're doing a giveaway tonight. 3 Maiden Patreon and YouTube channel members. Here in a few minutes. I know you always say, "Did I win?" If you will or not, but we're gonna give away Striker 655. My puppy dog's down here. Get up here and I'll hold everybody can see you. You can't see him. He's down here. He's eating these peanuts and he got up and come back here. Every time I grab something to eat, I got a dog staring at me. Anybody got any questions about anything else? It's getting close to time to get on off here. Hey, 1 and 22. But got any questions, just type them in the chat or whatever. Feel free to. About anything. I'll try to answer them to the best of my knowledge anyway. Why does Joe Biden suck? Because he needs to be in a nursing home, 3 Maid. He's too damn old. That's the biggest reason. He's just a puppet. He stands in front of the camera while everybody else does what they want to and blame him. Why hasn't he been committed? I don't know. Like I said, he stands in front of the camera. I don't know what the movie was. I used to watch when I was a kid, but I guess it was some of the Nazi movies that the leader was just almost dead. And all they did was put him up in front of the camera and move his mouth and act like he's talking, and everybody bowed to him and everything. And the dude was almost dead. He wasn't doing nothing, you know. I think that's where we're at with Joe Biden. Was it the original Star Trek? Maybe that's where it was. They was holding the dude up there almost dead, and he was ruling something. Yeah, it was a real Star Trek. You're right, B Blood. I remember now. With the Nazis. Yep, that's what it was. Hello, Bill Myers. Good evening time. I think Joe Biden's just a pawn, you know. He just does what he's told and gets in front of the camera. It's going to be interesting, you know. No matter who's elected, it don't really matter. They can only do so much. He's CGI. What's this matter if your boy Trump gets in 3 Maid? It don't matter. He can only do so much. They're only going to let him do so much. You know, you got to get everybody's approval. And no matter what you do, somebody's going to think it's wrong. No matter which direction you go or whatever. The world will just continue. There you go. There ain't no one to do about it. Go vote for who you want to. And hope everything does good and we all make money. That's all I can tell you. We all got a good living and family. I'm concerned about. Yeah, I don't like them getting nuclear weapons. I ain't been watching. Look better at the end with Daddy Trump. That's cool if that's what you like, man. But it's like you said, as soon as Trump gets it, they're gonna shut him down. You know, if he does win, they ain't gonna let him do what all he wants to. Good night, Rainmaker. Have a good one, man. That's one thing I usually try to talk about is politics and opinions and stuff like that, but I don't care. It don't matter to me either way you look at it. Yeah, Rainmaker. He's been working, man. He's been a working. That's one thing about me. That's all I do this full time. Well, besides my tractor habit, I get out there and work on tractors and stuff. 5 a.m. comes early when everyone have a good night. George, all right, Raymaker. You never know, man. You might be the winner. You're in there. 3 mates in there. I can't tell you who's going to win. Hey, Papa, Salt Shaker. Good evening time. Papa, real quick recap what we was going over is HGs. They're 12-volt transistors, 12.5 volts, 100 watts PP, where they're designed from. And then everybody wonders why we have to work on them sometimes because we're all running with 15, 14.8, 15.8, making them do 300 watts a piece, and then wondering why it breaks once in a while. So from here on out, when we take a base order, Popeye, we're just gonna give the customer the option to set them what voltage they want, and I'm gonna try to explain that to them. Our power supply. You want longevity, 13.8. But if you're doing 2x8, it probably won't do the 1,1500 pp. If you want the thing to run like a hot rod, 15.8, it'd run 2100, 2200 PUP. But you might have to work on it once in a while if you don't really respect it and take care of it. Simple basics. But I hear people fuss about HGs all the time. Like, ain't all HGs. We're the problem. We're taking them out here running them like race cars. If I go out there and get no lady's car and take it to the round track, how long you think it'll last? Not too long. If I took the old lady's car down the crossing and running on the dirt track, I would say I'd blow it up in the first race. So I'm tear it all to pieces one. What's the same difference? So that's about what we come out here for to talk about that and Patreon and YouTube. All right, three mate. The giveaway tonight is just for Patreon and YouTube channel members. If you're not a Patreon or YouTube channel member, you want the giveaway, you need to get in right now because it's fixing to happen. And it's going to be a Striker 655 with the upgraded power cord, three mate, brand new in the box, right there behind my head. Listen, we do that every month. We give away something for our members, for our YouTube channel members and Patreon members. It might not be a Striker every month, but it's always worth a couple $100 anyway. So, but once in a while I'll do something crazy, put a Striker in there. Try to give back. You guys support me and pay the memberships and everything monthly. I'll try to give back. And I know everybody can't win. Some guys have been with me since the start and they haven't won nothing. That's just part of it. It's just a game, It helps support me. It helps support me, and it's a game. And it helps y'all. And also, like I said, Patreon and YouTube channel members come first. When I start back taking orders, in probably about 3 weeks, probably in June sometime, I will go to Patreon and YouTube channel members and take all their orders first and then go public. The ones that support me come first. Patreon or YouTube member has got a broken box and it's broke and it comes in here and it's a question who's first, they're first. And they want to call me on the phone or want to talk to me, and they get immediate response. If you're a Patreon member or a YouTube channel member and you got a box, you got a problem, you text me, you get an immediate response. It might not be, if you text me in the morning, it might not be to 3, but it will be that day. From 3 o'clock in the evening on all night, you get immediate response. But then I sleep from 6 to 3. I pay for my background music from YouTube and they won't let me. Really? Thank you, so you do. Appreciate it. But we are going to do some more dog boxes. First come, first serve. And we are going to, we're about 5 or 6 behind on dog boxes for paying the dog insurance because I've been catching up. And we are going to do another YouTube public giveaway. And when we do a public giveaway, you got to be here. But I'll try to tell everybody way ahead of time. I've got a LA 900 I need to work on. Scale something broke on it. I don't know exactly what's wrong with it. I don't know what we're gonna give away. I got Texas Star 350 over there set back. Still got a Palomar 600 set back. Stuff that I'm gonna fix and publicly give away on YouTube. And everybody get one free entry, and then I'll probably do the super chats for extra like we did before. But I just ain't had time to do all that, guys. We'll catch up. We're gonna do it. I love it. I enjoy it. We'll do some more of that. So that's pretty much the gist of everything. Guys, if you want a base box, power supply, whatever, built for a box, just remember, HGs were made for 12.5, 100 watts PUP. If you're going to run them at 15.8 at 300 watts PP, you're going to have to really respect your box or you'll be working on it. That's just the way it is. If you get on channel 6 and sit there and talk the talk and you're running 15.8 volts at a 300 pp running 2 by 8 2100, you get on channel 6 and you're sitting there telling a story and singing a song, and then every 3 or 4 months you got to put a pill in it, don't be surprised. That's the way it's going to be. I got one gentleman out there, guys, and he's never fussed one time. He don't have nothing but a 110 plug at his house. So, and he wants his, yeah, it only feels good to hit brakes. There you go. He wants his 2 by 8 to do the most it can because he's only got one 110 plug. And really shouldn't be running 2 by 8 a 110 plug. This gentleman is long-winded now. I mean, I almost want to call his name, but I ain't going to. All he does is on the microphone. He runs 28. And he lives out on an island, and he don't have no good electricity. He actually owns 3 2 by 8 donkey stompers. Every one of them set on over 15 volts. He owns 3 of them, bought them brand new. And he depends on that he'll break one once in a while and send one in and talk on the other, send one in and talk on the other. But he knows that's the way it's going to be. If you're going to run it at 15.8 volts and you're going to sing in it and make it do 2,000, it's going to be that way. I'll tell you who it is. I don't care. He don't care. Trentron 9, Coney Island, New York. Good friend of mine. Has been for a long time. Good dude. He's got 3 of them. And he's only got a 110 volt plug. And he just keeps them in rotation. I mean, sometimes he'll go a year and not break one. And then all of a sudden he'll break 2 at one time. He'll just rotate them. If you're going to run them at 15 volts and try to make them do 2,000 each, that's what's going to happen in singing them. It's an old joker. Yeah. If you're going to sing in them, he says riding the wave, walking on water, riding the wave, walking on freckle fire. Yeah. But when he keys up, listen to him. Riding the wave, walking on water is a cornbread of life. Riding the wave, walking on water, for hours. Then they're running 15 volts, 2,000 watts. You know what's going to happen. I offered him the other day, this last one I just fixed. I said, look here, dude. Hello, 212, Walt McDonald, Central Cali Wave. I told him, look, dude, you want me to put temperature protection in your box? So to kick off, no. No, I got 3 of them. I don't want it to kick off. I'll run it to death. He's got season on them now. Ended up putting season all of them. He run them till they break. They key up and singing one till it breaks. Then put new pills in it. Blows the power supply's fine. He don't never fuss. He don't never say one word. I charge him and he pays, and there ain't no arguing about it. He knows and don't care. But you got to know. That's what I'm saying. I've seen him, the 110 volt plug, I seen him melt the damn plug off the end of one of them. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you're going to run that way, you got to know what you're doing. He's running these 3 little race cars. If you want to take a race car and have me build a race car and you want to run it in a race, it's going to break like a race car. So, that's the way it is. If you want me to build you a Cadillac to drive to work, you're going to have to lay back on the watts, turn the voltage down, and let it be a Cadillac. I mean, don't get me wrong, SWRs and overdrive will kill any of them. But, if you run your SWRs right and you drive right, you can run one on about 13.8, a 2 by 8, and let's say it does 1,500 PUP, and they run forever. So, if you want to do 22, 23, 24, you want to run like a race car, you get a race car. Dude, I've had this Joe gun right here for about, how long have I had this one? The Skip series. Let's see. Golly. I've had this thing for 12 years. That's what I've been on since 2000 and no. 2015, my Killer 8 got Ice Storm. Okay. So it's been 9 years. If you've talked to me in the last 9 years, it's been on that 6-element Joe gun. I put a picture up, Charles. In 2015, we had the Ice Storm. Me and Rabbit 598 had Killer 8s. They were doing real good. And Ice Storm got them. What can you? My chat's getting cut off here when you first type. There's a little heart thing and stuff that's over it. I wish it would go away. Trying to get me to select hearts. That's why I keep clicking 100% and stuff, trying to get it to go away. What can you short people waving? I can't. What can you do to short people waving and let somebody else type? Let me get it up there where I can read it. All right. What do you call short people waving? A microwave. Shit. Yeah, my wife would like that one. So she's about 5'4". I give her a hard time. Three Maid's a genius. Hello, Bill. A microwave. Okay. Let's see. We got 26 people watching. Guys, click the like button. Oh, yeah, guys, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. If nothing else, that's free. That helps us. You don't have to be a member for me to appreciate you neither. If you're a subscriber, I appreciate the crap out of you too, just for being here. I like to run 4 a.m. to 12. 4 to 12. I like to run 4 a.m. to 12 sidebound watch. Never mind that. What you got to watch right there on your Jeffrey's your good evening time, Jeffrey. You got to watch your dead key on the HGs. You're gonna have to have like if you got 2x8, you need to run about a 1 or 2 watt carry, and you can swing about 35, no problem. 2.4 is the only way to run 2x8. My 2x8 Stomper runs like a champ here in Northwest Wisconsin. Saying good evening. Hey, Snow Pro 715. Good evening time to you, man. Yeah, we was actually 220's the way to run. We was actually talking about the way people's running HGs. That if you've got a 2x8 doing 2,000 watts and you're running it on 14, 15 volts, you got to respect it. Or if you want a box that run more longevity, you turn it down the voltage on one when you build a new build and let it run 13 volts. It'll run a lot longer talk time. That's what he's talking about. When you got one running real hard like that, if you don't respect it real good, once in a while you're gonna have to work on it. And everybody cries, "Oh, HGs ain't no good. It's HGs." No, it ain't HGs. It's us. What we're doing to them. All right, Catalyst. You'll be in the giveaway tonight, man. It'll be posted. It's not a live thing. I'll put your name down and say what you joined there, and I appreciate you joining. And good luck on the 655. Yeah, so you can swing into the 2x8 like a 2x8. If I was going to try to do it, I want a radio. Yeah, good luck, Miss Catalyst. I want a radio UDX 122. I'll put you on the end screen too, man. You'll be on the end screen of every video. UDX. I forgot to tell you about that. Yeah, I guess you want me to put Catalyst UDX 122. It'll be on the end screen to appreciate you. But on a 2x8, I'd want dead key, even 40. I'd want a radio that dead key about 1 watt swing 40. I'd run a variable mostly wide open if I was going to run one. And if I built myself one, it'd be running on 15.8. But I know what I'm getting into. And if I sat there and hammered on it and it dropped a pill, I wouldn't be upset. I'd go ahead and change the pill because I knew I was running like a hot rod. That's what I mean. You want a hot rod or you want a Cadillac daily driver? All my boxes are on 15 something besides that one driver. And the only reason I turned that 16 pill down was because it swung too much to drive my 64. So I run it down about 2,000 all the time and you can't break it. You start running about 335 once in a while, I might drop a pill a year or something like that. Just part of it. 64 pill. I just put a new set of transistors in it, 279Cs, and they lasted. My old ones lasted about 4.5 years. But the problem, once in a while, I'd drop one. But I was running a snot hound out of it. What I have, the only thing about seeds is they keep changing them, and Texas 350, and I put 4 watts into it, and never had. Yeah, the Texas Stars. Plus because running regular voltage. Yes, I just put 64 pills, all new, about I don't know, 4 months, 5 months ago. 3 made in mine, brand new C's. I put a brand new set of C's in mine. They were about 5-year-old. Um, the that cost me too. The problem I've got with Texas Stars take a little more key the way they're set up. See, I know you don't like you're talking about 4 watt Texas Star 350. it's got a resistor on the input that you're going into, especially if you push a green button in, and it's knocking down the drive. Hello, E Hot. Welcome to the Donkey Stomper Driver. You will be in a giveaway tonight. It's got a input pad on it. Where our box is like what me and Three Mate and everybody built, we don't have nothing there to stop it. So that's why you got to lower the carrier more, but you actually get a little more of the end out of the box. So, you give or take either way. Most Texas Stars got a little bit of input padding. Anyway, well, talking about 2079Cs, here's a problem with building a big box out of them. I put 23 DO8s in mine. Okay, just bought a brand new set. Now they done changed them to 24 DO8s, Three Mate. So that's a problem. If you've got 64 pills, you want to be able to buy the same one. You don't want to have to really to do it right. Now, I probably put a 24 DO8 in mine if I had to, but really to do it right, since they changed the pills again, you got to put 64 more in there. That's the problem. If it's 4 pill or something, it don't matter. But when you're talking that many pills, that's why when I built Good Time Charlie's, I used regular HGs. And when I built that last 64 pill, I used regular HGs. That way they can buy pills to put in there. 16 DO8s. They're still in production. I don't like it changing on me. That's hard on me. Because now if I say I blow 4 pills on my 64 pill and I don't have no 23 DO8s, I ought to change them all. But I probably won't. You have no fair man. Yeah, I mean, you see what I'm saying? I got C's in mine, Three Mate. So if I blow 4, then I'm 23 DO8s. I'm either gonna have to mix 24 DO8s in there or change them all 64. That's why I've been trying to tell everybody that's building big boxes right now. And they said, what about C's? No. 16 pill ain't too bad, but after that, I would just go ahead and run regular XGs right now because we can buy them. Yeah, mine's a 64C. Three Mate, I thought you knew about that. I've had that since I don't know. I have to go back and look at the video, but probably since 2017, I've been running that. I finally killed the pills in. When I first built it, I was ugly too. And what happens, I kept putting pills in, blowing one here and there at the end. And I wasn't paying no attention to the lot numbers. Well, my original build had 18 DO8 in it. Okay. And when it had 18 DO8s in it, I was put 20 DO8s, 22 DO8s, 21 DO8s. I never paid no attention. 20 DO8s, 21, 22. When I got to 23 DO8, it got so bad that every time I used it, I blowed a pill. Where they're all mixed up. So then I went ahead and bought a whole new set of 23 DO8s and put in it. But now the 24 DO8s are out. So I don't know how long they're going to play with 23 DO8s. Where 16 DO8s stay the same. Hey, Mudflat, what are you doing, man? I ain't talked to you in a day or two, man. Good evening time. We'll get out there. I've been busier and shit between tractors and all that and getting dark late. I've been busy. The 23 DO8s, they're fine. They just more or less want to run, by themselves. Mine's running real good. My 23 DO8s. Same build. It's the same build that I had 18 DO8s in, but they're all 23 DO8s matched. Now he's got 24 DO8s. So that's why I've been trying to tell everybody, when they want these 48 pills, 24 pills, whatever, stay with the regular HG 16 DO8s because the wattage is not a tremendous amount difference. And they actually need more drive, a C does, than a regular XG. The regular XG's actually got more gain than a C. And the wattage is not extremely different, and you don't want them to change on you, and then you're not be able to get pills to patch it up or whatever if you need to, Because when you got 64 pill, everybody can say what they want to. You got 64 pill, you blow 4 pills, you're going to change them 4. You're not going to buy 64 every time. At least my billfold ain't going to. I'll change them as long as I can get by with it. If I blow one. Well, it's been 1 hour, guys. I think it's time to get off here and write down the new names and get ready to do this giveaway. What I'll do is I'm gonna do this non-live, and I'll spin the wheel and everything, and I'll post a video, and you guys know who won. Well, guys, I appreciate you. I got to get back to the workbench. That's why I'm back. Shit. You know, he said, let's get back to the bench. I hadn't had time to be live. We'll be doing dog boxes for long, maybe taking public orders, try to do a public giveaway. I'm gonna try to get where I can do them things that we all enjoy doing. Before I get off here, I want to say, yeah, Walker, good evening time. Waving right back. Before I get off here, I want to tell everybody, I want to shout out to all the Patreon members, guys. All the Patreon members, a shout out to thank you, big thank you for the support. All the YouTube channel members, big thank you for the support. And all the subscribers and the guys that are with me now. If you're not subscribed to them things right there, if you're just subscribed to my YouTube channel, thank you. Because without you guys, we could not do this, and we know it. It's, you guys are the reason why we're here. Alrighty, guys. Y'all take care. Please take time to like, subscribe to our YouTube channels. Join our Patreon videos. Check out our merch store. We'll catch you later on. Bye-bye.